Hello, interwebs, and welcome to Closeup. I'm your host, Joe.
And I'm Justin.
The Witcher Season 4 just released on Netflix, probably a couple weeks ago, whenever this episode comes out. And we're not done, okay? This is not a review of The Witcher Season 4. I'm sorry to say. This is a review of, well, I don't even know if this is a review. It's more like a...
First impressions.
First impressions of The Witcher Season 4. Just to tell you what we thought of Liam Hemsworth and the Witcher fan base and the way Netflix has handled and marketed this show compared to some of their other big fantasy series, and just the fact that they don't want to do many fantasy shows in general. It's just sort of an all-around discussion of the state of the Witcher franchise on Netflix right now, with probably getting into spoilers for the first 2 episodes, because that's as far as we're in so far. So, I thought it was nearly backhanding Henry Cavill right away, right from the recap section, which was mildly amusing, but also I'm like, oh, people are going to be so pissed off just right away. Where the recap of the show goes through all lengths to find shots that cut out his face, where like his back is turned, or it's aerial views of him killing monsters.
Did they?
Oh yeah, they didn't show his face once in the recap. Not a single one. And then the actual season starts with the little girl telling the stories of, the stories of The Witcher. And then they basically recreate famous scenes from the show and or stuff that we haven't seen before, where Liam Hemsworth is Geralt instead. I'm like, we saw him kill this monster in season 1.
Oh man.
And now it's Liam Hemsworth doing it.
Yeah, there are some flashbacks that it's like, what? Wait, what? Hang on.
So in the 2-minute recap and the very first scenes of the show to reintroduce The Witcher, I'm like, Henry Cavill fans are going to be so upset at how they handled this. So they basically said, so in the recap, well, yeah, Geralt of Rivia did all this, but we're not acknowledging it was Henry Cavill. And then they rewrite history with Liam Hemsworth. Just actively in the story. I'm like, okay, that was a way to do that.
I was surprised that they reshot some of them too.
Yeah, that's
I was
what I'm
like,
saying.
Hang on a second, they actually reshot this?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm like, they went above and beyond to rewrite history there. It just
Are they so are they like trying to gaslight people, like casual fans who don't really hear anything? They're just like, oh, the next season's out, and it's like, did he always look like that? I don't know. In the recap, it's shown all the flashbacks shows him looking like that.
Look, it's not as bad of a gaslighting as what James Gunn did with Peacemaker, where he redid the recap to have the Justice Gang show up at the end instead of the Justice League.
What?
So like the recap of season 1, he has like Guy Gardner and Hawk Girl show up instead of the Flash and Aquaman.
That's wild.
Like, yeah, they filmed that 3 years ago, and then the recap just casually has the new characters in there. I'm like, wait a minute,
Hang on,
because there was like a shot where one of the characters like, we should call in the Justice Gang. I'm like, wait, that was set up in season 1? That was 3 years ago. I don't even remember. I guess so. And then they flat out have the characters in there. I'm like, this is literally new footage.
That's incredible.
So it's not, I don't think it's quite that bad of a gaslighting.
Oh.
Where it just straight up doesn't acknowledge, like, yes, they were hiding Henry Cavill's face. We know what they were doing. And then, yeah, they introduced him. I think it might have been a mistake to introduce him that way, because you nearly immediately play comparison games. You're like, well, I've seen Henry Cavill do this, so I'm looking at how he's doing it now. As opposed to just introducing him in a way where he could make it his own. He was just doing the Geralt of Rivia introduction that we've seen already.
Well, I think that's one of the parts that hurts his performance, is that he's trying to play Henry Cavill's Geralt.
He's at this time, he can't go above and beyond to really make it his own, because I guess Netflix or the producers feel like they need to ease a transition. In a way, okay, we're not going to see Geralt's face, and then the first time we see him, he's going to be in like flashbacks, but he's Liam Hemsworth now, and then he kind of has to maintain Cavill's mannerisms and performance. Maybe he'll transition out into becoming his own thing.
Well, I do see it in a lot of his scenes. Like, there's times where he feels like Henry Cavill's Geralt, and then there's times where he feels like he's doing his own thing. And
I like those better.
I really like those better. I actually, from what I've seen so far, I feel like if he was cast at the beginning of the show, he might have been a better Geralt.
Now, you're coming at this from a different place than I am, because I really only know The Witcher from this TV show. I never played Witcher 3. I never read any of the books, but
I played Witcher 3.
Yeah.
I read all the books.
Yeah, you're pretty well versed in Witcher lore. And you've seen all the show as well. Like, I'm just coming at this as a TV fan, and you're coming at this as, like, all things Witcher fan. So...
Well, I'm not trying to say that, like, it might not all be in the actor as well. It might be that the writing has gotten better for the show as well.
Might be.
Because I do, like, I don't know about you, but I find the dialogue for this season has been written better.
Better than I remember it.
Yeah.
In previous seasons, yeah.
I mean, it doesn't help that we're coming off of season 3, which
Weakest one.
is, yeah, by far the weakest season.
What I like about this season so far, we'll go back to the recast, but I like that it's more focused. Like, I know a lot of people complained about prior seasons that Geralt got less and less to do as the seasons went, but season 4 so far, from the first few episodes, is very much focused on Geralt, Ciri, and Yen, and the people they're traveling with, but we're not wasting a lot of time with continental politics and a lot of side characters. It's very... These 3 characters are driving the story.
Yeah, and
So
I think
far.
that helps because some of the other seasons felt a little jumbled when they were doing too many characters,
There's a lot.
too much to
Yeah.
follow. I think that was one of the hardest parts of the last season, was that there was so many characters involved with it.
And it's not just that there's so many characters, it's that these shows release multiple years apart, and I kind of forgot who all the side characters were by the time season 3 came out. And then they're just as prominent as the core trio.
Yeah, they made everybody feel like a main character in a way in that 3rd season.
Yeah, but season 4 has brought the focus back a little bit better. I know a lot of people still want, Geralt to be the protagonist. And yeah, he's still prominent. He's more prominent than he was the last couple seasons. And going back to the writing, I think he's talking more is a big difference. He's a little less the stoic guy in the corner who just is...
Has he even done that once?
Yeah.
Did he? Oh.
He's grumbled like that, but he's more talkative with people.
Yeah.
Even when he's being dismissive of them and he's grumbly and he's groaning, he's still conversing more.
Well, that was one thing I had an issue with Cavill's Geralt, was I didn't like that particularly. It was a choice, and I was like, okay, it's fine. It's an interpretation. But I was a little worried about that, because in the books, Geralt is very well spoken.
Yes.
And I get that a lot more from what they're doing now.
Just from a first impression, I see that they have made him more conversational that way as well. And more vulnerable too, on an emotional level. He's still acting like a tough guy exterior, but I see a lot more sadness and, that kind of thing behind his eyes than I saw with Henry Cavill's, where he was like tough pretty much all the time.
Well, there's also this element that even before they downright said it, you could feel his anxiety towards being like, okay, I need to go and find Ciri. And it was like at any cost, which they kind of outright said it after a while, like when he stole the boots. And he's like, I thought we weren't being animals, or whatever he said. And he's like, nope.
Yep.
Things are different. Things have changed. This is a different time, and I thought that was pretty interesting that's kind of what they're doing with it being like, okay, yeah, he's going in with this attitude,
He's
more
more
of
feral.
anything for the goal.
He's the feral wolf going for his cub. I also like this conversation later on at the end of episode 2 with Lawrence Fishburne, where he was talking about his dreams, and Lawrence Fishburne was saying, okay, well, I know the fear in these dreams has been a signpost for you. It's guided you well, but maybe follow the joy instead and you'll have a life well lived. And he's like, well, I've been pretty good thus far following the fear. And Lawrence Fishburne's trying to say, yeah, I see that in you, but also I can tell you're fighting for something else, and maybe that's not good enough for you. Otherwise, you wouldn't be doing all this. And I feel like declarations like that, if you made them against Henry Cavill, I'd feel like they might come off like, I don't know, this guy's just so stoic. It might feel like the writers were trying to say that, but I wouldn't have seen it. But with Liam Hemsworth's vulnerability in the last couple episodes, I felt that a lot more of this guy putting on a front when he feels very deeply.
Mm-hmm.
He's not just like actually burying his emotions. He's got a lot of emotions that he's trying to keep a lid on.
Well, that's sort of Geralt's thing in the book. And I like that they're kind of establishing that more now.
Yeah.
Is that, oh, he's supposed to be a Witcher. He's supposed to not have any feelings. He's not supposed to be. And that's the thing, is that's kind of a lie.
Yeah.
Especially for, maybe it's just for him. Maybe it's not just for him, but.
Yeah. So, yeah, to better explain what I'm getting at, with Henry Cavill, I feel like you are a pretty emotionless guy who emotions do come up on occasion. But with Liam Hemsworth, I'm feeling like, no, you're a very emotional guy who's
pretending not to be.
Yeah.
And everybody else sort of buys into it too.
Yes.
But as the audience, you can kind of see it. I really like that part of his portrayal as well. I think that comes down to a lot of facial acting, I'd say. Because it's not because the dialogue and his body language is saying one thing, but his facial acting is saying something different.
Yes. Now, if we're playing a comparison game, I think that Liam Hemsworth is a weaker stage fighter than Henry Cavill. When he's fighting the monsters so far, I feel like he's not selling the moves quite as cool, or he looks a little more, I don't know, he looks like an actor doing moves a little bit more. He's still good, but it doesn't feel as badass. I feel like they're leaning a lot more onto his magic use this season.
Well,
with Henry Cavill, it was a lot more swordplay. With Liam Hemsworth, it's a lot more the magic. So far.
Well, that was cool too, because I was like, all right, how are they going to deal with the Wraith? I'm like, well, I know how it should go in the Witcher universe. I know how this should go. And then it kind of surprised me that he actually used the magic that he should have. I was like, oh, okay. He's actually doing the Witcher thing. He's actually doing the limited use magic, like.
Yeah, because the last 3 seasons, it's basically been like Henry Cavill downs a potion and kills it with brute force and his sword.
He used the Witcher elixirs most of the time, but the minimal amounts of magic that he does know, he's actually using it more, which is nice. I like that.
Yes, it's a good change. See a different fighting style. Yeah. So just in general with this show, we were just talking before we started filming about how Netflix has basically given up on this show.
Oh yeah.
It seems like.
I knew from like Google and Reddit or something that I was like, I knew that it was coming out on Thursday, and I was like, okay, we're going to see Tron on Thursday, so I'm going to watch it on Friday. When I got to Friday, I'm like, yep, I'm going to watch The Witcher. I go on to Netflix, I'm like, where is it? I couldn't even find it. I had to search it. I'm like, really? It just came out yesterday. It came out the day before. And I'm like, it should be the big banner at the top. The big banner at the top, Stranger Things comes out in 3 weeks. I'm like, okay, but where's the show that just came out?
I feel like that's even more egregious because Stranger Things is their flagship show. and it's on its final season.
Everybody knows about Stranger Things.
If you're a Stranger Things fan, you are going to be there for the final season.
Yeah.
And this is the end. There's no need to market it because you've already got everybody you're going to get on board at this point. Witcher still has season 4 and season 5 to get through. And maybe they care a little less because I think they're ending at season 5.
Is that where they're planning to end it?
When they first started the show, the idea was to go to 7, I believe. And now...
I do think the timeline is a little accelerated.
And now they have... I believe they're going through season 5 is going to be their last one. So yes, when it comes to production, they're done with it. But when it comes to people actually watching it, like people are gonna watch Stranger Things. The Witcher has been a while. You need to get people on that, and there's no fanfare around it.
Yeah, it's still got some life to go. You're coming off of a rough season into a new lead actor.
Yes.
And you're not helping it in any way by not even promoting it, just using just the basics of Netflix having it at the top and telling people that it's out, telling people that it's there. Like that does that really cost them anything? Advertising on their own service?
Yeah, when I came into it, I just happened to be scrolling through my Netflix list and, oh, well, I don't know what to watch. Oh, The Witcher says new season banner. Not on the top or anything. It's on the thumbnail as I'm scrolling through my list to see whatever I feel like.
Just the little one over top of it already being on your list.
Whatever I feel like watching on a Sunday night. Oh, The Witcher. Yeah, sure, let's watch that. Which is why I've only watched 2 episodes. Yeah, which is why I've only watched 2 episodes, because I watched one the other night and I watched one today just to get a feel for it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, so far the recast isn't as jarring as I thought it'd be, and in some ways he's improved on the character, but it might be down to better writing as well.
It takes a little bit to get used to. It doesn't help that we have a fake Siri, so every time it's like feels a little bit like I'm looking at a fake Geralt, but
I love how Amir called out the fake Siri within episode 2. I'm like, wow, they figured that out really quick. I'm happy about that. Like, wow, he's kind of a smart villain. I'm glad they didn't drag this out.
Yeah.
I appreciated that. So, yeah, that's just Netflix is trying to bury this show. Like, okay, well, we already did production on season 4 and 5, and we don't really care about it
We
anymore.
did production on season 5 as well?
I believe so. I think they're done. I believe I read somewhere that they just finished filming it recently.
Oh.
Or will be soon.
So, but it feels like they're giving it the Sandman treatment. They're like, yeah, we did it. We're gonna, even the way they released it, where they dumped all 8 episodes out on day 1.
Yep.
Where every big release that they've done in the last 2 years has been part 1, part 2.
Sometimes part 3.
Sometimes, yeah, that's right. They held the last 2 of Stranger Things, I think, at one point. Yeah, multi-part releases, basically. And this time they're like, here you go, here's The Witcher. Here's The Witcher, all in one package. We don't really care. Stranger Things is coming out in 2 weeks.
And that's probably going to get 3 parts.
Probably.
Something crazy. And then The Witcher is just, here you are. Have it all at once.
The Witcher basically has the next 2 weeks to make an impression, or else it's going to be I mean, if they're done in season 5 and that's officially it, but I don't see how they can get through everything by season 5. It's close, but I feel like it still needs one more after that.
Look, the thing about The Witcher is I think they gave up on it after Henry Cavill left.
And they just blazed through to the end, basically, skip it over.
Yeah, because I recall reading at some point that Henry Cavill signed up for 7 seasons, and a lot of people like to mention this story online. I've never seen the quote exactly from him, but people say that he said that he would be willing to do 7 seasons if the writing was good, and which people take, he left at season 3 because they changed the story so much and they relegated him to a side character, and like also he got Superman back, which immediately fell through, and he lost both roles. But yeah, so a lot of people use that to be like, well, he was signed up for 7 seasons and he left after 3 as a sign of he likes The Witcher and he didn't have enough faith to continue it or try to make it work around the schedule.
They did change some stuff, but like I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, but as a fan,
It's enjoyable.
I agree.
But they changed stuff for the games too, and people love the games too.
Yeah, but as Netflix, I'm watching this discourse and I'm thinking, people loved Henry Cavill more than the show, it seems. He brought in a large chunk of the fan base, and they also loved how much he loved the source material, and how, oh, well, maybe we should use this line from the book here, and whatnot. He seemed to care about The Witcher more than the actual writers, who apparently openly disparaged the source material in a lot of cases. And so he leaves, and then they bring in a recast, and conversation about the show basically died after season 3. The people who were more objectivist fans were already thinking season 3 was the weakest one. And then Henry Cavill leaves and takes out another chunk of the fan base. So there's enough people who are like, oh, the show's getting worse, I'm out. Oh, this show's getting worse, and Henry Cavill's out, I'm out.
Yeah.
And there's very few people who are like, oh, Liam Hemsworth's in, I'm in. Yeah, like, is he bringing anybody over?
I can't even remember his name. I keep forgetting.
Yeah. I don't think he's bringing anybody in. He's not that big a cast.
No, and it's a shame though, because so many fantasy shows are dying now, and nobody's giving them the backing. So it's like,
I don't get it. All these companies are glorified money laundering schemes, and fantasy
Don't
shows
call them out like
and
that.
fantasy shows are the expensive
The
things.
big wigs.
Yeah, they're the big wigs. How else is Hollywood accounting gonna work if these fantasy shows keep getting canceled? Where else is the money
Where are they
supposed to
gonna
go?
put it? More Star Wars. That's still fantasy.
They're releasing mid to low budget movies in theaters again and canceling fantasy shows on streaming left and right. I don't get how Hollywood accounting works anymore.
Maybe they're out of money.
Or maybe they're just being more honest and the CEOs are claiming more taxes. I don't know.
I'm just gonna claim more, I think.
Oh, fine, I admit it. We made $1 billion more than I reported last year, and we didn't reinvest it. We gave up.
We gave up. It's not working anymore.
We made so much money, we're not even trying to launder it through spending it anymore.
Oh.
The film and TV industry's dead.
You mean you can't pay the coffee guy $2 million? What?
Yeah, I mean, like, we could spend $1 billion on this, or we could spend $1 million on AI content. And it's like, we'll get as much as we want from AI, and people love that, so.
Watch, that's gonna be the future, isn't it?
Yep.
That's how we're gonna get fantasy shows. They're like, nope, it's too expensive to do, so this is the cheap route. You
want AI Witcher?
No.
Get AI Witcher. Yeah.
It's just an AI that vaguely looks like Geralt and the whole time. Doesn't ever say any dialogue.
I hope they're paying Henry Cavill for that soundbite.
Oh, that's glorious. Oh, man.
So that's the state of The Witcher and fantasy shows in general. Not good.
It's not good.
They cancel Wheel of Time, they cancel Sandman, The Witcher's on its last legs right now.
Rings of Power is only holding on because of brand recognition.
If that show wasn't Lord of the Rings, it would have been canned after the first year.
Yeah. It wouldn't have made it past season 1.
Yeah. There aren't a lot of good fantasy shows right now.
But they're rebooting Harry Potter.
Oh, but they're rebooting Harry
Are
Potter.
you looking forward to that?
I mean, I'll probably watch it, but
If you watch it, then I'll watch it for this show and this show only. They already did it once for us.
Hey, look, this is, you say a lot to get flame, but that's my thing is I don't care for the originals that much. Like, I never even finished the original series. I've seen 5 of them.
Oh, boy. Oh, you might have to correct that.
They're good, but I never cared.
I mean, they're not as good as everybody hypes them up to be, but they're pretty good. For the time, they were pretty good.
Like, they're one of those weird ones for me where I'm like, yeah, they're good. I just don't care. I just don't get it. I never got the hype around it, even when they were huge.
No, some people are a little over obsessed with it, which is concerning, but
Yeah, Harry Potter's not my thing, but I'll it's good enough. I'll watch the new one for the sake of fantasy TV.
can you please just finish the movies?
Eventually,
What you got like 2 left?
3.
3? But those ones are like the best.
I have 2 stories left. 3 movies.
Yeah, Half-Blood Prince is like the best one.
Yeah, I stopped at Order of the Phoenix.
Oh man.
I didn't watch any others after that one.
Oh man. You're missing the good stuff, Joe.
Actually, when it came to the books, I only read the first 5 as well. I never got to Half-Blood Prince even in the books.
Were you scared of the more mature content, Joe?
Yeah, maybe that was it. But no, I read the Harry Potter books up to 5. I only watched the movies up to 5 as well. I don't know what it was, but I hit a wall with Harry Potter.
It's kind of amusing.
Yeah. So, yeah, not much else to say, really. It's a good start so far, and it's a shame that it's not going to do better. By the time this episode releases,
it'll already be past its last hope.
Yeah, this season will have been out for about 2 weeks, and this will be the only video on the internet about it.
Probably.
People will be like, The Witcher came out?
The Witcher.
What?
Huh?
It came out 2 weeks ago. What? Oh, and Henry Cavill's gone, right. That's why I didn't watch it. Okay, that explains that. Thanks, Closeup, for telling me it was out, and also I didn't listen long enough to
figure out why it's
good.
You guys didn't say in the first 3 seconds that I'm supposed to watch it.
All I heard was Henry Cavill's out, and I stopped listening to the show and your podcast.
Joe, you gotta send this to the future, okay? Okay? You were supposed to watch Witcher Season 4.
It is good.
It is good. I hope you clip that, throw that at the beginning of the episode.
You will see where that came in. I might just. All right. Yeah, I'm done. I don't have much more to say on The Witcher or fantasy.
It's pretty good so far.
This is like a rare close-up media update more than a review. Just like things happening.
It needs it. We have to advocate for the things we like, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said we should do it.
Yes.
I like The Witcher. I want more. There's a spin-off show coming, I think.
Another one?
I think so. I think I heard rumors about that. I don't know.
They tried that already.
I know, but it wasn't good.
And then they tried movies, and those failed too.
There's I think it's a short movie about the rats or something that came out at the same time. It was like a stealth release as the season. You're supposed to watch it after season 4.
What?
It said it in the description. It was like, enjoy after watching season 4 of The Witcher. I was like, what the heck?
The heck is this?
Yeah.
Witcher, I don't see it.
What do you mean you don't see it?
I'm just looking at the bottom of The Witcher. Blood origin, characters of the continent, bestiary, making of. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, see, it's hiding.
It's at the very bottom.
Yeah, and it came out at the same time, and you're supposed to watch it after season 4.
The Rats, a Witcher tale.
See?
An hour and 22 minutes.
Yeah, it's a whole ass movie.
Okay, and I have to click on the movie to add it to my list.
See? Netflix is hiding it. They made a whole movie to go with season 4. And they're barely advertising season 4, let alone this movie that's like hidden.
That is so weird.
Yeah, see? Even you, who's been watching the show, didn't know about this.
Yes, this is the first I'm hearing about this right now.
Isn't that wild? Told you, Netflix doesn't like The Witcher, and it's proven. I have proof.
You don't know how to advertise, Netflix.
No, they know how to advertise. They just choose not to.
You got like 3 shows that people want to watch. Just advertise it.
It's like 1 of 3, and that's it. Everything else is dead right now. What do they got? They got The Witcher, they got Stranger Things, and Wednesday.
And then like Bridgerton for some people.
Okay, fine. We'll say there's 4 shows. But Stranger Things is over in 3 weeks, okay. Sorry. 3 weeks plus 3 months for all the parts to come out.
You're running out of stuff. I guess like Wednesday's their fantasy show now. It's got the monsters and magics and
I think they're relying on whatever they do for Squid Game next.
whatever spin-off that's going to be.
Yeah. Because Squid Game Season 3 was their most popular show of all time for a single season.
So they can't stop it there.
Yeah, I know. They can't do that.
The fall of Netflix is nigh. You heard it here. All their flagship shows are going down.
Prime is coming for you.
All their flagship shows with cannon shots in the rear and taking on water.
Oh boy.
They're going to sell out to Disney.
Oh no. Don't do that.
Actually, I think Disney's too big. Disney...
They're not allowed to buy Netflix. Yeah, probably not.
I don't think Disney's legally allowed to buy things anymore.
They're going to be bought out by...
whoever's going to buy Warner Bros. in that merger.
Prime and Disney are going to become Coke and Pepsi.
Yeah.
Prime's going to gobble everybody else up. Disney's already gobbling everybody up.
Well, Prime's already gobbled everybody up by virtue of being like the place where everyone has tabs.
Yes. Yeah. You can watch your anime. You could get Crunchyroll through Prime, but you can also go to Crunchyroll. But like,
yeah,
if everything's on Prime,
but that's more and
why
more.
don't I just use Prime?
Exactly. That's more and more common. Is people don't buy everything separately. They buy Prime and go through Prime, and that's how Prime's gotten
added on.
Yeah, and that's how Prime's gotten everybody. But Prime's scummy business practice also frustrate me. Like, I go through my list and I see all the MGM Plus stuff that I'm like, this was on Prime like 2 months ago, and now it's on a streaming service called MGM Plus. And I'm like, but I know Amazon owns MGM. It specifically says in the new logos, MGM, an Amazon company. I'm like, they bought MGM. Why do they have a separate streaming service for MGM that titles from Prime are going to?
It's because you don't pay for Prime Video.
Yeah, it's still infuriating business practice.
Prime Video is basically free.
I understand that, but it's still an infuriating business practice where I'm like, you own MGM Plus and you're still bouncing back and forth your like stuff your company owns. You want like, I know MGM's got a 100-year-old history and you want it to be like, oh, Disney Plus or HBO Max or like the Warner Bros. Streaming service or Paramount. Like you want all these main movie companies that have been around for 100 years to get their own service, but also you own them, and this is anti-consumer. It's painful. I don't want another service. I know they're coming back to Prime. They bounce back and forth, but it's still the principle of it.
I'd like to advocate for Prime, but they killed Wheel of Time, so I don't like them anymore.
Netflix is killing The Witcher.
So I don't like Netflix anymore. That's it. I'm just gonna only watch anime. And you'll be like, Justin, we're gonna review this new show on Netflix. And I'm gonna be like, I don't care. But you didn't watch Stranger Things the last season? Yes.
I'm holding Disney Plus until The Bear's done. And then after that, I don't know.
I haven't had Disney Plus in a while now.
There's really nothing else I want to watch on Disney Plus right now in terms of original content. Like The Mandalorian's moving to the movies.
But how will I watch Tron Ares again?
Oh, yes. Go to the theaters. It's still out.
Dang it.
As far as we're recording. And then, I don't know, Paramount Plus is okay. I find my list on that is like pretty sparse, but the stuff I've got on there is okay.
Apple TV's good too.
Apple TV's the best service I haven't bought into even once.
Yeah. I had no desire for it because I was like, ew, Apple.
Yeah,
And that's just a brand I don't associate with.
I spent the last 15 years disparaging Apple publicly as an Android user, and yeah.
Listen,
So
it's Apple TV. It's a whole different
So
section.
buying
right?
into it feels like I'm going against a core principle or like an identity that I built up since high school.
I know.
But also they seem
it's got
really
good stuff.
Yeah. I've been recommended Severance so many times.
Oh, I should start watching that.
Depression. Okay.
Well, The Witcher's good so far. We'll give you an episode when it's done if anybody cares to watch it.
Will we? I don't know.
I think we should.
Well, we might probably.
There's not a heck of a lot of content coming out right now.
This is the closest we've got to striking while the iron's hot.
Yeah.
So I do not know if we'll.
I do not know
if we'll do a full follow-up, but this might be it, or we might have another one.
Oh.
We will see.
But I like The Witcher.
Yeah.
What if you absolutely hate it and I love it?
See, it's weird. I just mean like if we do another Witcher episode, it would probably come out right after this one. Or else it'll be completely irrelevant. Like, like this one's coming out in like 2 weeks from when we're releasing this, and it's already gonna be irrelevant. But then we'd be filming our next batch of episodes while this one is this one is coming out, which means the Witcher review would come out the week after this.
Oh no, this is just as complicated as Inception.
Yes.
For anybody who's still listening, we'll see you next week when we review The Witcher then, because we'll have watched the rest of it.
Okay. Where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram at jchurchtpm.
And you can find me at Instagram at ThoughtPlane Media. And check out thoughtplane.ca for hundreds of written reviews and film posts for free. We hope to see you on the next close-up. Till next time.
Take care. Did you almost forget what Instagram was?